First off, I would like to introduce you to this new channel. My name is Isaacleeflang and I will be painting all kind of graffiti art and characters. Sometimes this will be on walls outside, sometimes for people commissioned in living spaces, and sometimes larger scale canvases, like today. I previously went by the name @RestDestroy on Instagram, but I changed the direction of my branding this year. Hence the new name Isaacleeflang. In this video I would like to take you to the process of this 80 by 80 centimeters painting of the Pokémon Arceus. It's behind me right now, I'll be revealing it later in the video. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into painting. Well, actually, we will have to prepare our sketch first. In this stage I am mainly focusing on the primary shapes and dimensions of Arceus. I do prefer using a mechanical pencil, but it is just personal preference. Any pencil will do. After I did some sketching, I like to take a picture of the canvas and take it into Photoshop, just to play around with various ideas. It is really convenient to use for quick adjustments and impressions. No erasing, just good old Ctrl+Z. I got this idea of another Arceus kinda blending in the background as a nice feature. Makes it look like a movie poster or something. I think I will keep it slightly more desaturated though, so the main focus is still on the frontal Arceus. To get an impression of the clouds, I used the freehand selection tool and a soft brush to play around with the layering of the clouds. I think I've experimented enough for now. It's time to make a choice. And we are back to the real canvas. Now that the sketch is established, I will use masking tape to cover up the sketch. This will not be very precise, but it's all about the general shape for me. I do this so we can spray paint the background in the following stage. I selected a few spray paint colors. For the background I wanted to create a very subtle sky gradient with a sun peeking through. I will be using Montana Gold and Montana Black. Now comes the fun part, the spray painting itself. I like to use a Montana Black standard fat cap for the larger areas. The first layer will be the so-called local color. You can think of it as a medium color within the overall color range. I'm building up from darker to light in the soft blue range. Using cardboard to create the sunray effect can come in very handy. The final touch will be the sun. Using a pure white for the very center. This is a bit more precise, so I will use a regular cap. Now that the paint has dried, which is incredibly fast with spray paint, let's take off the tape. At the end of the day, I started working on the hand-painted parts. Focusing on the larger shapes of the mountains first. Now I'm adding the local color of Arceus himself with a large white brush. I am not trying to be precise in the early stages, because there will be many more layers to come. Now I will be adding some snow to the mountains with a palette knife. A very relaxing activity, I must say. Arceus has these amazing green emerald-like gemstones on his gold frame, I guess you can call it. By using highlights and shadows, I try to make it look glass-like by letting light hit and pass through the green oval shape. And the most rewarding part is the little brightest highlights. Save these for the very last stage to really push your contrast. And finally, the result. I am pretty happy with how it turned out. My favorite part about this piece is the gold light hitting the clouds around Arceus. Which Pokemon would you like to see painted next? Make sure to leave a comment and I will try to upload again next week. I hope you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. And I will see you next week. If you want your own painting made by Isaacleeflang, make sure to check out my website at isaacleeflang.com. And I will respond to you within 24 hours.